Good night, viewers. Here are tonight's headlines. Social media commentator Mikhail Rodriguez, known as Guyanese critic, has been fined for contempt of court. A bystander was injured during a police pursuit in Georgetown, while 20 sugar workers have been acquitted of charges related to the September 2023 protest. A security guard has been charged with the murder of Melissa Arokiam and her son, adding to tonight's serious news. Additionally, a laborer has been sentenced to 18 months for motorcycle theft, though he claims the bike was stolen from him. The basketball community mourns the loss of Dave Cosway, a former national point guard and coach. Meanwhile, 16-year-old Maria Amelia Mangar has been reported missing, and a man tragically died after being fatally impaled following a fall from a mango tree. Finally, 256 road traffic offenses have been recorded in Region 10. Stay tuned for more updates on these stories. Security guard charged with murder of Melissa Arokiam and son. Quincy Hooper, a 33-year-old security guard residing on Firish Road, Quarantine, Region 6, has been formally charged with the murders of Melissa Arokiam and her young son, Anthony. Hooper appeared before the Albion Magistrates Court on Wednesday following his arrest on July 31st. During the court proceedings, Hooper was not required to enter a plea and has been remanded to prison. The case has been adjourned and is scheduled to resume on October 4, 2024. The tragic incident occurred on August 23, 2023, when the bodies of Melissa Arokiam and her son Anthony were discovered at their home on Mangrove Street, Rose Hall, Region 6. Both victims sustained multiple chop wounds. This case has shocked the community, and the upcoming court proceedings are expected to bring further clarity to the circumstances surrounding the murders. 16-year-old Maria Amelia Mangar reported missing. Authorities are seeking the public's assistance in locating 16-year-old Maria Amelia Mangar, a student of Leonora Secondary School. Maria was last seen on Monday, August 26, 2024, at Lot 5B Anna Katharina, West Coast, Demerara. She was wearing short black pants and a long-sleeve black and white t-shirt at the time of her disappearance. Maria is believed to be in the Seafield, Sofia area. Anyone with information about her whereabouts is urged to contact her mother, Amelia Mangar, at 694-1658 or the Leonora Police Station at 268-2222 or 268-2328. Your immediate assistance and vigilance are crucial in helping bring Maria back home safely. Please share this information widely. Basketball community mourns the loss of Dave Cosway, former national point guard and coach. The basketball community in Guyana is grieving the tragic loss of Dave Cosway, a former national point guard and the beloved coach of the Kwakwani Untouchables. Cosway's passing has left a void in the hearts of many who knew him, both as a player and as a mentor. While details surrounding his untimely death are still emerging, initial reports suggest that it may have been the result of a vehicle accident. Cosway, a standout player from Kwakwani, was known for his exceptional skills on the court, representing Guyana and making a significant impact on the game, especially during his tenure with the Bounty Colts Club in Georgetown. In recent years, Cosway's focus shifted to the development of basketball in the Burbus River community in Region 10. He was passionately committed to nurturing the growth of women's and youth basketball in Kwakwani, dedicating his time and energy to fostering the next generation of players. Dave Cosway will be profoundly missed by the basketball family in Guyana, leaving behind a legacy of dedication, excellence, and love for the game. Laborer sentenced to 18 months for motorcycle theft, claims bike was stolen from him. Kaider News reports a 25-year-old laborer, Akeem Madison, was sentenced to 18 months in prison on Friday after pleading guilty to stealing a motorcycle from a coworker. The incident occurred on August 18, 2024, at Middle Road, McDoom, East Bank, Demerara. Madison, a resident of North Ruimveldt, appeared before Magistrate Shivani Lalaram at the Georgetown Magistrates Court to answer the charge of simple larceny. The court heard that on the night of the incident, Christopher Joseph, the motorcycle's owner, had secured his bike, valued at $340,000, before retiring to bed. Madison allegedly jumped Joseph's fence, took the motorcycle along with its keys, and rode away. Following a report made by Joseph, the police launched an investigation and subsequently arrested Madison. During questioning, Madison admitted to taking the motorcycle, reportedly telling the police, "Officer, I did run away with his Joseph's motorcycle." However, during the court proceedings, Madison revealed that the motorcycle was no longer in his possession. He claimed that it had been stolen from him, stating, "Somebody thieved the bike from me." Despite this assertion, Magistrate Lallerum sentenced Madison to 18 months in prison for the offense. Tragic incident. Man fatally impaled after fall from mango tree. A tragic accident occurred today in Cummings Lodge, Greater Georgetown, resulting in the death of a 53-year-old man who was impaled on metal rods after falling from a mango tree. The deceased has been identified as Derek Satan, also known as Chow Mein, a resident of the area. According to reports, Satan had asked a neighbor for mangoes and subsequently climbed the tree in the neighbor's yard on 4th Street. Unfortunately, he lost his footing and fell onto a nearby fence, where the metal rods fatally impaled him. Emergency services were immediately contacted, and the police arrived promptly at the scene. Satan was rushed to a city hospital but was pronounced dead on arrival. It is suspected that he may have been intoxicated at the time of the incident. Authorities are continuing their investigation, and further details will be provided as they become available. 256 cases made of road traffic offenses in Region 10. On September 2, 2024, traffic ranks conducted enforcement exercises, resulting in 256 cases being made out of errant road users. Prevalent cases were 1. Exceeding the speed limit, 38. 2. Fail to wear seatbelt, 20. 3. Prohibition of tinted glass, especially the front glass, 28. 4. Fails to wear safety helmet, 40. Ranks used the opportunity to sensitize drivers as well of the dangers posed by careless use of the road. Social media commentator Mikhail Rodriguez, known as Guyanese critic, fined for contempt of court. Mikhail Rodriguez, widely recognized as the Guyanese critic, narrowly avoided jail time after pleading guilty to contempt of court charges on Tuesday morning. The charges stemmed from his unauthorized live streaming of court proceedings during a hearing in which he was being sued by former APNU/AFC Minister Simona Brooms for defamatory statements. Appearing before Justice Haniff in the High Court, Rodriguez was fined Guy $100,000 and given 7 days to pay the amount. Failure to do so will result in a 3-day jail term. Additionally, Rodriguez committed to issuing a public apology to the court. The court found Rodriguez in violation of Section 4 of the Contempt of Court Act No. 26 of 2010, which explicitly prohibits the use of any tape recorder or other sound recording instruments in court without the court's permission. The unauthorized live streaming of the proceedings was a direct breach of this regulation. Justice Haniff expressed the court's shock and dismay at learning that the entire proceedings had been live-streamed without authorization, further highlighting the gravity of Rodriguez's actions. Bystander injured during police pursuit in Georgetown. A 28-year-old Venezuelan woman was injured on Monday afternoon during a police pursuit in Georgetown. The incident occurred at approximately 1400 hours on Lime Street, Work and Rust, when police officers opened fire on a vehicle that failed to comply with a stop order. According to a statement from police headquarters, 2 ranks from the Brick Dam Police Station's Impact Base Anti-Crime Patrol were conducting routine duties when they attempted to stop a tinted vehicle for a search. The driver of the vehicle refused to stop and instead sped away, prompting the officers to engage in a high-speed chase. During the pursuit, shots were fired at the fleeing vehicle, and the bystander was inadvertently struck. The injured woman was shot in the buttocks and is currently receiving medical treatment at the Georgetown Public Hospital. The Police Office of Professional Responsibility has launched an investigation into the incident. Pending the outcome of the investigation, the officers involved in the shooting have been placed under close arrest. 20 sugar workers acquitted of charges related to September 2023 protest. Kaider News reports 20 sugar workers who were charged in connection with a protest that took place on September 4, 2023, at No. 2 Village, East Kanj Burbis, have been acquitted. The decision was handed down on Thursday by Magistrate Michelle Matthias at the New Amsterdam Magistrates Court after the defense successfully presented no case submissions. The workers, represented by attorneys Kemraj Ramjatan and Charlene Artiga, were facing charges related to alleged disorderly conduct during the protest, which included burning wood, blocking roads, and pelting objects. However, the defense argued that the prosecution failed to provide sufficient evidence to link the defendants to the alleged offenses. Ramjatan, who represented 18 of the workers, argued that the video evidence presented by the prosecution was inadequate. He emphasized that none of the individuals shown in the video were identified as the defendants by the prosecution's witnesses. Furthermore, the main police witness required prompting to recall the names of those arrested, despite claiming familiarity with the protesters due to their ongoing strike. Artiga, who represented two of the defendants, Doman and Sach Jagnarine, also highlighted the lack of direct evidence. She pointed out that no photographic evidence linked her clients to the alleged unlawful obstruction of traffic or any other offenses. After reviewing the evidence and considering the arguments, Magistrate Matthias ruled in favor of the defense, freeing all 20 sugar workers on the grounds of insufficient evidence. The acquitted workers include Karen Baisundial, Faisal Kaulesser, Rupnarine Sukha, Lance Boswain, Mohan Premchand, Joseph Macpherson, Naranidat Kemraj, Sach Jagnarine, Marlon Durant, Dennis Kippy, Sean Bess, Nigel Gangadin, Damon Jagnarine, Kemraj Bakaran, Wakwar Baksh, Bajnarine Ramkasan, Sach Sanakara, Lance Boasun, Rutan Singh, George Southwell, Diakan Premchan, and Bajnarine Ramkasoon.